Alright guys, what's happening? It's Sunday, 9/28/2014. You can tell from the title I'm going to be talking about that Georgia Guidestone cube that I guess was smashed a couple of days ago. Whatever. There was a bunch of symbols or a bunch of letters and numbers around the cube. And I'm going to decipher all those today because it's very, very, very important. And as I interpreted the 2014 earlier, for the members of DisinfoWars, the paid members, this is a very good, very positive, very enlightening message from the Illuminati. And I'm going to decipher it. I wanted to get this video out. Sort of rushed today. I don't have a lot of time. I want to get the info out, and I probably will come back later and decipher it a little bit more because I wanted you guys or anyone who's listening to have the correct information out there, because a lot of times when these Illuminati codes get deciphered, people that really don't know what they're talking about try to decipher them, and it just confuses everybody. So that's what I'm basically going to be doing today. Okay, real quick, there's a 20 and a 14 on the cube, a 20 and a 14 on the cube. That just means the year 2014. 2014, the things that they're talking about are going to happen in the year 2014. And as I also talked about a month or so ago for the members at DisinfoWars, 9/30, September 30th, in a couple of days, represents, from what my intel is giving me, that there is a force majeure process by China to the United States that's happening on that date. The end of the business, corporate, fiscal cycle, year-end filing. Okay? And this cube interpretation sort of verifies that. Alright? Now, first of all, we've got an 8 and a 16. First of all, 8 is not an Illuminati number at all. They don't like 8s. They don't deal with 8s. 8 is a Chinese number. It is a Chinese Asian number. Okay? So you got 8, that represents China. You got a 16, which represents double China. China is stronger than you think they are. And China is the reason why the Illuminati are going to process their final push or defeat of these last few remaining cells in the year 2014. So 8 is double China. China's stronger than what you think they are, which is a 16. 16, you can also tabulate as 6 plus 1 is 7. I described what 7 means in the Christine Lagarde video that I did, interpretation. There's a link below, but basically 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 represents the 7 chakras of the human body. So the Chinese 8 into 16 are stronger than you think. They are stronger than us, the Illuminati is saying, and they're going to process the help to humanity. That's what they're saying, and that's what the Chinese are in the process of doing right now. Okay, now let's get to the heart of it. You've got letters. You got MM on one side of the cube. You've got JAM on the other side of the cube. Let's go to the JAM. JAM, I'm not going to get into it right now. Again, guys, I don't have time today. But what JAM means, you got to decipher it backwards. M basically means 13, 13th letter of the alphabet. 13 represents Lucifer. Lucifer is, in the highest Illuminati circles, the man. Lucifer is the person, is the God, is the person or entity that all of the top Illuminati worship and praise to. That is his number. That's what it represents. And if you take the tabulation of the numbers from J and A in numerology is 1, J in numerology is 10, okay? So 10 minus 1 is 9. 10 plus 1 is 11. 9, 11. What they're saying is that 9/11 was the beginning of our push for the embodiment of Lucifer M13. That is what we were trying to do to begin with 9/11, which was, in their plans, in their estimations, going to culminate in a world war, nuclear world war, where they were going to produce enough negative energy to bring in, embody Lucifer from the etheric planes into the third dimensional reality, physicality planes of existence. Okay, so that was their plan. So JAM is what that means. Our beginning thrust war effort of 9/11 was going to culminate in a nuclear third world war, where it was going to embody and bring in the energy, etheric energy of the entity Lucifer into the physical plane of reality, and Lucifer would become our God in this in this realm, and we would become gods with him. That's what that means, J-A-M. Also, there's another meaning, but I'm not going to get into it. But I hear what you're saying, Illuminati. M-M, again, M means Lucifer. So if the J-A-M did not happen, instead of getting a straight M, Lucifer 13, you're getting M-M. And this is very important. This is where it all sticks. M-M means a light being, body, physical entity, but not Lucifer. Okay? That's what they got. They did not get through with their J-A-M plans of war and nefariousness, but the anointed one still had to come through, as many religions talk about. I'm going to describe that. But in the Illuminati's interpretation, their embodiment of the anointed one was Lucifer. They didn't get Lucifer, which would have been M. They got M-M, which is another light body being, advanced incarnation, but not Lucifer. Okay? So they lost. So the Chinese processed their loss. They did not get their embodiment of Lucifer, but there's another embodiment of the anointed one energy that is coming through, and they're admitting to that. Okay? Now let me take another step back. All religions, major religions, have, during this time period of existence, the 2012, 13, 14, whatever time frame, philosophies, prophecies, and psychic interpretations of an anointed one or ones that are supposed to appear on the planet. For example, Native American Indians and Mayans have as their philosophies and predictions the return of Quetzalcoatl. The Buddhists have, in this time frame, in their history and lore and teachings, the return of the 10th Buddha. Because Buddha has incarnated 9 times, and there's a 10th incarnation of Buddha coming. In, let's see, in Indian lore and history and predictions and religious books, there is the Maitreya. They talk about their anointed one that's supposed to return, and it is called the Maitreya. In the Christian Bible, they talk about the second coming of the Christ. So all of these religions are talking about the return of the Great One, the return of the Anointed One, the return of the embodiment of Christ energy, of universal forces, universal perfection embodied in an actual physical body on this planet. And that is what the Illuminati, in their interpretation, perceived it to mean the embodiment of Lucifer. That's their interpretation of this time, this transition time. They believe that it's not going to be the embodiment of the anointed one, the perfect one. It's going to be the embodiment of their God, the deceiver, Lucifer. But that didn't happen, so they can't say M, they have to say double M. So they're admitting to the embodiment of the Christ energy returning, and they're losing the battle to the Chinese, and the culmination of that is going to happen in 2014. And it's happening right now. I just wanted to get this out. A very, very, very important, big topic. You can tell that the videos that whoever released on the internet are staged videos. The Illuminati would never take a symbolic cube and break it and hand it out to people that are randomly just apparently lucky enough to be there when the guy with the ladder, the subcontractor, comes out there to knock the block out. It's all staged. They are so mad that they didn't get their embodiment of Lucifer that they have to admit to it. They have to tell you what they're doing, because when Lucifer got thrown out of the higher evolved dimensions, there were rules that were set upon him. And so therefore his constituents and his followers have to provide or have to abide by those rules. And those rules are you have to telegraph what you do before you do it, or you have to telegraph what's going on before it's happening. So the breaking of that cube, they're so after they announced it and made it public and produced those 2 YouTube videos, they're so upset that they have to break the cube. They're that upset with it because they're not getting their prophetic Lucifer, and they have to abide by a different set of rules than they thought they were going to have to at this juncture. So, again, what they're saying is that the Anointed One is here. The Anointed One is here. But it's not who they wanted the Anointed One to be. Now, there's another link below. I talked about this, I don't know, about a month and a half ago on Disinfowars. I said that the return of the Christ energy is upon us. I said there is white, black, Persian, in parentheses, female, and Asian, all among us right now. Okay? And what I meant by that was very straightforward. There is a return of the Christ energy, and these people, these embodiments are here among us, and they're going to start helping humanity in enormously prodigious, huge, beautiful ways. And the Illuminati are agreeing and reinforcing what I said a month and a half ago. So this cube is a very, very, very important, it's a very vivid, it's a very tangible, and it's a very beautiful production of what they're going through right now, what the truth is, what the future of the planet is going to be, and what brought us to this point right now. So, it's just, I'm feeling it today, guys. I'm really feeling it. I'm trying to produce this so you guys understand in words, but my energy is just harmonizing, and I can feel the goodness of this cube and what it represents. I'm trying to get it out to you guys. And don't let anybody on the internet tell you that this cube means some type of war, nefarious purposes. The Illuminati are going to come and confront you and kill you and do all these different things. Ah, phooey. It's a bunch of BS. Ah, phooey. I think that came from the Little Rascals. Yeah, the original Little Rascals. Anyhow, all right, guys, enough talking. That's what it means. I probably will post some more definitive definitions of this on Disinfowars for the members, or I might do more videos. But I want to get this out today. I want to get the truth out to you guys. Very, very, very big day, guys. Very, very big time in the history and culmination of energy forces in the universe and on this planet. Big, big stuff. Just trying to get my energy around it. Anyhow, okay guys, have a good weekend. We'll see you later.